Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Talk Tottenham here with your host Tom, giving you guys a match preview. Next up at the lane at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is Brentford tomorrow evening in the evening kickoff. So, in this video guys, I want to go through sort of the preview for that game. We'll have a look at the match lineup. And we're just going to talk a little bit about Spurs. I think this could be a good opportunity, guys. To bounce back. I think we're all feeling still a little bit flat. I think from Friday night in the City game. I did say in my match reaction in that video that it was just a shame that we didn't really give it more of a go. In the City game, and I think we really played within ourselves. Certainly from an attacking point of view, I think we defended pretty well throughout that game. But just listening to a few other Spurs podcasts today, I think the time has come, guys, where we can't really sort of keep talking about injuries and suspensions. We seem to have come through that period. We've rode that wave, and now we have got the likes of Madders back. Obviously Van de Ven is back now as well. So he may partner with Romero again tomorrow. But yeah, so we for the last part of the season, guys, we're not in Europe. We really need to capitalise on the other teams that are going to be in Europe. And because, we've just got, 17 games left, not many. And I said also in my last video as well, if you look at the next 4 games for Spurs, after Brentford, we go away to Everton, and then we've got Brighton, I think, and Wolves at home. I think I got that right. So, there's plenty of points there available. There really are. There's plenty of points available, and it's really good that 3 of our next 4 games are at home. So, tomorrow night, we obviously can't disrespect Brentford. They are a decent team. Tony's back, makes a massive difference to them. But, let's be honest, guys. If we've got any hopes of getting in the top 4 this season, and as it stands, hopefully doing a little bit better than that, I still think third's available. Then we need to win tomorrow. Have to get the 3 points. So I think, guys, looking ahead to the team news. I would say that Maddison comes back into the lineup. I think this is an opportunity, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I think this is an opportunity maybe to rest someone like a Brennan Johnson, who, he's kind of really gone off the boil for me in the last few weeks. I still think there's a lot of talent there. He's very raw, but I think a breather would really do Johnson the world of good. So for me, I see behind Richie, a front 3 of Kulu, Maddison, and probably Timo Werner to get a start again, with Rodrigo Bentancur probably partnering, probably Højbjerg in the midfield, maybe, because I know Pat Matasar, he's going to come back from the AFCON, but he won't be ready for tomorrow. I think he's going to be more likely to start on Saturday, which is great, really good, because I feel like when Sarr doesn't play for us now, I really feel like we miss his energy, and his tenacity to get round the park. So I did say in my last video as well, I think apart from Højbjerg's 2 slip-ups in the last 15 minutes, which were dreadful, I actually think Højbjerg actually had a really, really good game. And I haven't seen him play that well for a long time. His passing was really good. He was everywhere. So yeah, obviously Andrew's got another decision to make there, whether or not he goes with Højbjerg or Skip. But certainly Bentancur will play. And there have been reports maybe at the back, Ange could give Radu Dragusin his first game. I don't know, guys. I don't know about that one, because tomorrow is so important, and Van der Ven's only just come back to fitness. So I do think it's probably important to get that back five playing together again, with Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, and Udogie. It's been ages since they've played together. So for me, I probably wouldn't change it, but I wouldn't be surprised maybe if you do see Dragusin come in. Maybe I'd perhaps, but I don't know who he would drop to the bench, because Van der Ven has been amazing. I thought he was so good in the City game. I thought we actually defended really, really well against City. The defence was great. It was just going the other way, which was the problem. So that would be my lineup, guys. And I think the encouraging thing at the moment now is the bench hopefully will start to look a little bit stronger. So I think Ben Davies is back in training. It was a little bit disappointing to hear, I think, in the presser that Lo Celso still isn't ready. Sessegnon obviously is injured still, because I was hoping the bench to be a little bit stronger. But you've still got the likes of, Skippy, Dragusin, Ben Davies. Hopefully Manor Solomon isn't too far away now. So, you do start to see the bench, having a few more players on it, more established players. Looking ahead then, guys, to the prediction for tomorrow. I mean, I am pretty confident, I would say. I just think it's fair to say I think the City game has kind of knocked the wind out of us, which is a real shame. But, before the City game, I was really confident before that game. So, for me, I don't think anything changes. I think we need to really go for it tomorrow. And, I can see Spurs, I can see Brentford making it difficult, and you have to remember, guys, they came to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last season, and it was it 3-1, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember Kane scoring that brilliant free kick in the first half, but then Brentford just ran all over us, I think, in the second half. And and I remember that being a really, really miserable day for Spurs, because was it our last home game of the season? I think it was. And then we went away to Leeds, didn't we, in the final game? But yeah, we just went out with an absolute whimper. And then, of course, we had that debacle with whether or not the players were going to come out for the end of season walk around the pitch, which didn't exactly transpire. I think they did come out in the end, but I think half the ground had gone. So, but obviously how times have changed, 7 or 8 months later, we're in a different place, different project. I was listening to another podcast just before this one, and the chap was sort of mentioning how the stadium was quite flat on Friday, and I have to say that was something that I actually thought was true during the game as well. It's just I feel like we haven't been able to recreate that incredible atmosphere from the first 10 games, and obviously it stands to reason, right? We're not winning in the frequency that we did before, but in those first few home games of the season, it was like a party, it was like a carnival, and it's just a real shame that I feel like the atmosphere's gone a bit flat again in recent weeks, and I really feel like when we make that stadium electric, the players really respond. So I sort of shout out to the fans. I think the away fans in particular for Spurs are the best in the league, but I think we really need to try and recreate that incredible atmosphere at the stadium again. So yeah, look, guys, looking ahead to the prediction for tomorrow's game, I do think Spurs will do it. We probably won't have it all our own way, and I'm going to go for a clean sheet though, guys. I'm going to go for a clean sheet, and I think Spurs will do it 2-0. It might take a while, but Brentford, playing a team like Brentford, it might just suit Spurs at the moment because how open and expansive Brentford are. They'll probably have their chances as well, but I do back us defensively at the moment, with the players that we've got back. And I just think with Maddison coming back in, we're going to need him in this game because we've missed his creativity. So, guys, that's my prediction. I'm going for a 2-0 Spurs win, and just looking at the results tonight as well. Unfortunately, it looks like Arsenal have won at Forest, which is gutting. But the good news is that Villa, last time I checked, were 2-0 down at home to Newcastle. So I think that means a 2-0 win would actually take us into the top four, level on points with Villa, but with a better goal difference. So this is a big opportunity for Spurs. Big opportunity, guys, to get into the top four, and we need to keep pace with the leaders, because, guys, if you haven't watched it, do check out Ange's presser today. He was questioned by the reporter. I think the reporter basically implied that Spurs going out of the FA Cup was the end of any chance of silverware, and Ange basically bit back at him and said, "What? So we've got no chance of winning the league then?" I just love that. Even though it looks unlikely, it really does. Ange isn't giving it up, and I feel like we need that kind of winning mentality, and to kind of never give up until it's mathematically impossible. Because we arguably, I don't feel we've ever had that mentality. To be positive like that. So I really hope that he can inbred that sort of mentality into the players, because a win tomorrow, cuts the gap down to 5. I don't know who Liverpool are playing, guys, but we just need to keep on their tails, guys, and keep chipping away. And we've got a good run in the next few games. So let's see if we can get the points on the board. Guys, I'm going to sign off now, but let me know, guys, any changes you'd make to the lineup tomorrow. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what your prediction is as well. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it'd be a massive thank you to you guys if you could give it a quick subscribe and a quick like for this video. Your support is hugely appreciative, and of course I'll be putting out my post-match reaction after tomorrow's match at the stadium. So, guys, let's hope Spurs can get back to winning ways. Top 4 beckons. Let's get the points. And as always, come on, you Spurs.